What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, the Bully Scientist, and I'm back. So I got my girl Lulu right here. She need a bath. Come here, girl. Lulu. Okay. Look at her go. Bring it back, mama. That's your good girl. That's your good girl. See, this is the type of dogs that I like, guys. I like dogs that are athletic and, you know, that aim to please. Come on, girl. Go get her. Good girl. Look at her go. Look at her go. Come on. Come on, girl. Good girl. Look at, she got hops. I'm telling y'all, she got hops. You ready to go? Go get it. Look at that. I kind of lost sight of what I was aiming for a minute. You know, I got kind of caught up in you know, what sells and what not sells, and then but lately I've been like on my, like, man, I want a dog that's active and stuff like that. Which, don't get me wrong, these dogs are, I love to look at them, but if I can get that frame on a dog like this, that's my dream dog right there. Dog that's come on, that got the drive like her. Come on, look, go get it, girl. She got to look at those. Good girl, mama. Good girl. Come on, give it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Good girl. That's a good girl right there. See, she aims to please, and I like that about her. Good girl. Look. Come on, get it. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Go get it. I gotta make a spring pole. Come on, bring it back, Lulu. She's getting tired already. Well, she's not tired, but she's getting bored. I think she's getting bored. Good girl. No, don't jump on me. She has the habit of jumping on people. Give it, bring it. Bring me the ball. Come on. You ready? You ready? Go get it. Bring it back. Bring the ball back, girl. Yeah, she's bored of it already. She lost interest. Let's see. Go get it, girl. Yeah, and you see Dozer over there laying down. This lazy self. Anyways, guys, I told you, Lulu is in heat. She looked like she's just coming into heat right now. I'm excited for this, man. I've been wanting some more Dozer puppies for a minute. And then Lulu, she brings a lot to the table. They both bring a lot to the table. I really think this breeding is gonna click real hard. I probably am gonna be breeding Jazz too. I know I said she was gonna be retired, but for my pocket lovers and more extreme, I will be breeding her pretty soon. She'll be coming in heat anytime. I think now that I have Lulu in heat, it should bring Jazz in heat. She's next in line. Maybe Stella too, but I don't know if I plan on breeding Stella because, you know, she does have a little bit too much flaws. I know a lot of people like those exotic micros, which I'm not gonna lie, I do like the micros as well, but I like the cleaner version of micros. So if I do breed her, I'll be breeding her to Cardi's brother, because he's on the smaller end, but he's a little bit more correct. He has a clean bite and all that. She'll bring more of like the front, because, you know, in the micro game, people like that front shot. You know, it's all about that front shot. So I'm trying to get a little bit of everything in my yard, you know. So you come shop with the Bully Scientist, you'll have, you know, if you want the more healthier side, more what do you call it, conformational, I got that. I got the extreme, I got the micros, I got all that, man. It's just the only thing I'm not gonna get into is the Excel. That dog is just too big for me. It's not even like a pleasing to the eye, to me at least. But, you know, I have seen some nice Excels, but if I'm gonna get a big dog, it's gonna be an American Bulldog. But yeah, guys, they both bring a lot to the table. You know, she's conformationally sound, he has the bone extreme, and he's not a train wreck. I mean, like I said, The only thing I would correct on him is his rear end angulation. He's just a little stiff for me, you know. If I could add, you know, her rear to him and to her, you know, more girth, bigger bone, and, you know, just shorten up her back just a tad bit, I think there'll be some clean dogs, you know. And I know, unless you have a producer, which I think Dozer is a producer, because his first and only litter is the one that I produced. I'm telling you, all of those dogs came out with big giant heads. There's only like 2 that I want to say that didn't have big heads, and those were both females. But both of the other female are like, well, yeah, both the other females, they both came out with big heads, because I did have 4 females and 5 males. She blessed me with a litter of 9, but they all came out big heads. The only thing that he didn't throw was his bone, which I'm thinking it's because it wasn't inbreeding. It was a half brother to half sister. Hold on, man, this guy is over here. All of a sudden he decides to cut something while I'm out here. Some bullshit. But like I was saying, the only thing he doesn't throw was his bone, which I don't know if that's true, because I did run him to his half sister. And anybody who knows about breeding or inbreeding, when you start to get too close like that, you'll lose the bone, the mass. You will get them to shrink a little bit shorter, which a lot of people do that thinking that's how you get micros. But whenever you outcross, that's whenever you'll start to see the inconsistency of the line. You'll start to have some dogs that are big, some dogs that are really short, but that's the reason why you got to be careful when you inbreed. You can't inbreed too close, you know. And I mean, not saying that that litter was a train wreck or anything like that. That litter came out amazing. All of the pups came out big pockets. There might be like 1 or 2 standards in there, mainly because Dozer's grandpa is a standard, but he was a extreme standard. And like I said, man, I like standards, so I have no problem with the standard. If you look at some of the best producers now, there will be like Rocco is right now one of the best producing bullies right now. Lulu, and he's a standard. He's producing pockets, standards, anything you want. You can run him to anything he produces. Go get it, girl. So that's why I'm saying, don't be afraid of breeding to these bigger dogs, because that's how you get these big dog features on the small dog, you know. A lot of people don't understand. That's why you'll start to see, when people start breeding smaller to smaller dogs, you lose the bone, you start to lose the mass. So you want to make sure you you go ahead and do your research when you're breeding. It's not just, you know, matching 2 dogs together, or, you know, a lot of people nowadays, well, let me turn around, let me look at you guys when I talk about this. Excuse me. A lot of people nowadays think studying pedigrees is, oh, this dog has bait 3 times, so if I breed her to another dog that has bait, oh, it's gonna click. Like, bro, it does not, that does not make no type of sense when you do stuff like that. So you guys, whenever they say studying pedigrees, you look at what dog in the pedigree that you really like, and then you see what made him. And so you see Louis V in the bloodline, you'll start to see, like, you know, Louis V is Dax blood, so a lot of these dogs do have Dax. So if you put like Louis V and then some old school blood like Remy together, and it makes this badass dog, then you start to, you want, that's what you want to bring back up front in the pedigree. So, you know, you start to bring breed to some Louis V blood, something close that's up front. Then you get some Remy blood. Remy blood is getting harder and harder to find, so you want to keep that in your bloodline. I know Dozer has it like in the back, so I got to bring that back in front. And she has a lot of old school blood too. I'm waiting on her pedigree, but I am I have her mom's pedigree, Her dad was I don't know if he was a micro or a small pocket, but he has a lot of the new school blood. She does have some exotic blood in her, which that's another reason why I went ahead and got her, because if you guys know, like some of these extreme dogs, in the back of the pedigree there is exotic blood in it, you know. And whether you like it or not, exotic blood, exotics are here to stay. So, you know, why not try to correct and make more healthier dogs? So, and she's very healthy. You guys hear her breathing. She breathes very clear. She runs and everything like that. But for her to have some exotic blood, that's what I'm hoping to pull the best of both worlds with her. And Dozer, he also has some exotic blood. He does have Miyagi in the blood. It's not that far. He has Miyagi. Like I said, he has Remy, he has Easy Rider, he also has what's the other dog I'm looking for? He has Dax for sure. He also has, you know, Santino, that's up front actually. He has a lot of that good mixture of the old school, new school mix. So that's why, you know, I gotta keep him. He is the key to all of my breedings. And then same with Jazz. Jazz is her half brother, her half sister. I mean, well, Jazz is his half sister. So, and then Cardi, the reason why I kept Cardi is because she does have that really ripped look, and her pedigree, she has Grand Champion Chomper. You guys don't know who that is, I'll drop a picture right now. And she has she also has Denzel in the blood too. That's a lot of old school, that's more old school blood in that blood right there. Although, you know, she's on the smaller side. Like I told you, I knew I was gonna get smaller dogs. She's like 13 inches right now, so that's, she's on the smaller end of the pocket. And Jazz, you know, she just has that beautiful face, beautiful front. The only thing with Jazz is her rear. Like I said on my previous videos, I am breeding her to some Rocco blood. You guys know about Rocco blood. That is just crazy. And then her daughter Nina, I'm breeding Nina to some more Rocco blood. So I gotta add this into the blood, because if you guys don't know about the Rocco blood, it does have a lot of health issues. So when I add this in it, it'll clean it up. Hoping to keep a stud, or maybe even a female, because I know those are produced Nina. Nina's a stud killer. Like, you guys got to see that girl in person. Her head is like, it's bigger than her head, and she's shorter than her, and she's super thick. She has that neck, like, I don't know, that girl Nina, if she had cat-like feet like her mom, she'd kill the shows. I'm telling you guys. Cat-like feet and better angulation in the rear, and I feel like she did get that from Dozer. Not Dozer, but her grandfather, because Dozer's dad, he kind of lacked angulation. So Dozer's angulation is not the best, but it's not a train wreck, you know. But, you know, he could be a little bit more, you know, flexible in the rear. But that's where that girl comes in. That's where she comes in, huh? Where's she going? She looking at. I want to see if she'll flag near him, cause she looks like. All right, guys, camera cut off. But anyways, it does look like she's in heat, guys. I don't know if you can see. She does keep herself clean, but she is swollen. I stuck a Q-tip in there yesterday, and she's bleeding, and she's peeing a lot. So I'm gonna shoot her up with antibiotics, because, you know, when a dog pees a lot, it could be an indication of, you know, a UTI. But this boy Dozy, this boy ripped. Dozer, look at that boy. The muscles popping everywhere. Neck on this boy. Like I said, you know, the rear could be a little bit better. You look at her rear, she has a nice thick rear. She's a bigger dog, so she's gonna look not as thick as him because he is shorter. You get the smaller dogs, everything looks compressed. But you know, he does have a bigger bone and bigger head. A lot of that comes from I want to say it comes from the bulldog, but you know, and dwarfism traits too. But one way you can tell from dwarfism traits are the fingernails. You'll have one fingernail that sticks way up here like this, that's far away from all the other ones, but you can see his fingernails are good. He has real big paws, big head. Look at that boy. This boy's just amazing. And he's not young too. He's already going on I want to say 4 years old, 4 or 3 years old. I gotta check his I knew he was born in September, but I gotta go ahead and get something off of him because he is a bully. I don't know how long he'll have. He doesn't seem like he's unhealthy, but that girl, she should be about, I want to say she's going on 1.5 years. They gotta check her paperwork too, but she's a good dog. I really like this dog. She'll be more of my hiking dog because I do like going on hikes. I haven't went on any hikes lately, but you know, this is one thing that I do like. I wouldn't be able to take Dozy because he'd be tired quick, but Lulu on the other hand, she does seem like she'll hang. She breathes a lot clearer than Dozer, even though Dozer's breathing is not bad, but he does get tired quick. He's a heavier dog. Even when he's a little bit shorter than her, he's like probably two inches shorter than her, 2 inches or 1 inch shorter than her, because he's like at he's a taller pocket as well. So anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's the Bully Scientist, and I'm out. Peace.